kung baga, unfiltered, di ba? When you sit down, it has to be unfiltered because it's going to have trouble identifying, especially in the airports, di ba, Jewel?
So that's why
this is also required in the of course, no, kapag pag-enter na nimo karon kung asa man nga mga airports kon required, you have to have your national ID presented before you can enter.
Later on it will be required. So tanan na gyud, tanan na mga government and private entities
Sa City Hall. Agoy dili na sad ka makasulod. Kay moingon na dayon ang kuan sa under sa LGU nga ops. O kung ato required tag QR codes, now you will be required for a national ID. Now, kung wala kay national ID, you will have a problem. Kay basin dili kay pasulod sa City Hall, saan yung pag-transact sa imong mga business dito?
Then especially kung magdawat kag mga benefits from the government, dili kay katagaan kung
labi na ayuda. Agoy, labi na ayuda kung ano na ba karon kanang hapit na bang election sa December 5 for the local elections. So, that's gonna be a very big problem for you. So, just, you know, I'm really hoping you guys are taking this very seriously because the national ID is actually very important to your life, no? Bale, murag imo na siyang, murag mo na siya imong kaluha, no? Bisan asa ka maglakaw.
That will be your identity.
Your identity, ug wala kay kuan. So, mo lagi ni karon ang problema, no? The current face that you have currently right now, for example, the last time nagunahuna ka nga you will be trying to enhance your features, that's going to have a problem. So mo lagi na no kinahanglan ang imo nag-ingon sa Ginoo, be happy with your natural beauty. You don't have to really enhance it, no, but people actually enjoys it for all of the surgery, but it's not really good for the national IDs. But anyway, Jewel, going furthermore, unsa pa may atong mga developments with the PSA now ways forward, Jewel? Unsa mga ways forward nato karon for 2022 to 2023?
We will be starting the printing of the e-fill ID by October. That will be until December, and then depending na sa government kung i-extend ba namo ang printing. And then temporary pa na siya nga ID cards, you still have to wait for your physical ID card nga ma-print ni Bangko Sentral and i-deploy niya dito kang fill post for it to be delivered to your doorstep.
Personally, ha? Personally?
Yes, personally.
So, I think naman siguro mga notifications po, like for example, they texted you nga, oy, your physical ID will arrive at this day. Hopefully, somebody will receive it, no? Personally, so that you will really know. Na daw bikaron, Jewel, kung nakas trabaho, Jewel, saan man?
You will arrange, the fill postman will call you and then you will arrange the schedule.
May lugar ka.
Pwede naman nimo kuhaonin mo dito sa ilang office.
See. So, but it has to be personally received by...
It has to be personally received by the owner of the ID card.
Okay. So, this is really good, no? At least nga nagit the guarantee nga, rest assured kay... Gingnan man ako ang katong postman, no? I asked him, sir, kung sa ato pa, if my ID will receive, you will call me? Isa nga, yes ma'am, before give me magkuan kung naa ba ka available baka sa balay, we will notify you so that you will really know, and we will also be assured na you receive it personally. So that's one of the best things, no, about nako-coordinate man sa fill post, no? So the fill post will actually deliver this on the doorstep of the client.
Dili pwede nga dito na kuhaon sa barangay, no,
kay i-deliver sa barangay kapitan ya dito na inyong pangwaon.
Barangay official or sa
no, you cannot. Nangawani unya na impas na.
Kay naarabay ni incident pod, no, nga nahitabo nga nasunog ang barangay and then to ang mga fill ID cards nasunog ang appeal. So inana ang kuan ba ang
effect,
and then ang content pud sa atong fill ID cards dapat gid na siya confidential, no, kay naa diha ang PhilSys number. The PhilSys number muna siya ang ginakopya sa mga hackers to copy your identity. So dapat dili gid ka basta-basta mag-show sa
So that's very scary, Jewel.
Yes,
kay that would be also scammed through kaniyang mga banking system, and then they could actually withdraw your money because of your ID cards.
Sa fill ID cards siguro ma-replicate nila ang imong identity.
No way.
If they can hack your PhilSys number.
No, that is very,
So
very
dapat
scary.
careful gid ta nga dili nato i-show basta-basta ang atong Phil ID cards. I-show lang nato first for scanning. Tapos you have to get it back.
Lagi, for example, nga magpa-photocopy ko or something, may nung kag, oops,
Oh, where's my Phil ID?
ayaw gid na iko ano ko mga ID diha. And you have to get it, no? Kaya ang duplication, it will be a very danger zone
Yeah,
for you.
yeah.
So, Jul, what are we trying to, ano pa, Jul? What are the mandates now with the new government? Bongbong Marcos has specified, aside from the 50 million required by Bangko Sentral, now that you guys are actually reaching out, offering that you guys will be helping through this e-IDs. No, what are the new administrative mandates from the new president?
As of now, ang iyang sugo man sa amo is to print help with Bangko Sentral to print at least 20 million temporary ID cards for
This is nationwide, 20 million nationwide, okay?
yes, it's nationwide para sa at least lang na siya, pero kung more than that mas maayo, no, kay daghan ang atong matabangan, no, especially those 5 sectors that I've mentioned nga priority kay takabalo, no, na ay mga benefits ipanghatag later on. So identified na nila kinsa ilahang tagaan, and then dili gid sila maghatag kung wala mo'y Phil ID cards or temporary Phil ID cards.
So, Jul, can you tell us, like, kapila na ba ang atong accomplishment for Region 10? Pila na kabuk atong nahatag na physical IDs?
As of now, for Misamis Oriental lang.
Alone, okay. For Misor.
Okay. The Phil ID cards, we successfully registered 1.3 million, 1,389,147 individuals for the step 2 katong nakuha nag mga biometrics.
Okay.
So we expect nga siguro ang na-deliver na magud-ana sa mga Phil ID cards is just as of September 20, 2022, only 69,116.
Wow, that's a long
So,
way.
gamay
So, the
pa
reason
gid
why
kayo.
wala pa gid ang akong ID, no? And then,
Parehas ta. Wala pa pud mi 80% of our
so, empleyado na sa
in
PSA,
PSA,
wala pa din na ang
Miss
national
Or.
ID.
Wala pa, Jude. Kami
Oh
una.
my God. So, unsa galing requirement ani Jul? What are the ages, Jul, na we are actually asking for them to get the national ID? What's the ano ba requirement?
5 years old and above ang amo gina-require for the registration of the PhilSys ID. Kay 5 years old, kay mag-start naman na og eskwela ang bata. So, gi-require na siya og PhilSys ID.
Hala, requirement na po no,
Yeah.
nga dili na po makaskwela ang bata. In the near future, kung wala po yung national ID, agoy mga inahan. Kamo din na mga parents no, who's actually watching us right now. I'm just reminding you to do your responsibility, and you have to have your children register the national ID. There are negative issues on this, kay hadlok sila Jul, kay naanak kunoy dayo yung mga unsay ngalen ani kanang pag-implant na daw kuno dayon og mga unsay mga kaning mga tawag nila mga chip. Okay, don't be afraid, okay? So I'm telling you, ang chip mabati ninyo ka i-implant ang chip. Dili sa ingon nga, dili man sa ingon sa nga i-implant ang chip, didto man ibutang sa national ID. Kuy, nya karon let's make this clear, Jul, kay naatay mga hadlok-hadlok ng mga speculation karon nga actually on sa social network no nga huy ayaw mo pagpa-national ID kay matrace mo na ano din mga cameras nga maabot sa inyong mga balay, ma-surveillance so 666 pag yun, ma-member na mo sa mga satanic movement din ha. So let us clear all of these doubts and negativity because we wanted to inform you unsay naa aning national ID nga nganong nahadlok mo na bay chip. Unsa ba inaaning national ID, Jul, inside yun?
Kani nga tong PhilSys ID system of the Philippines, foundational ID ni siya, no? In fact, ulahi na ganit ta sa mga national ID system, ulahi na ta sa other nga nasod, no? Kay dugay ra sila nag-implement sa ilang PhilID cards. I mean national ID system. Now, kaning national ID system is designed, the PhilSys ID system is designed, no, to improve the lives of all Filipinos. Improve kay nga naman mawala naman tong mga fraudulent activities na iuban nga
bisag patay na. Hoy, Ginoo ko bisag patay na. Sa man nakabutar.
So karon wala na.
Ay mga nangamatay na nga bang beneficiary sa JS. Hoy, nangabuhi man.
Yes.
Unsa man nga naman
so karon sa PhilID wala na siya nga mga frauds, no?
That's good.
And then kung kinsa tong dapat tagaan sa benepisyo, tagaan sa ayuda, sila ra gyud ang pagdawat.
Kung wala ka ni ani. So, unsa man ni siya, Jul, ang itsura ni ani, Jul? I wanted to see it out. Mura ba ni siya og gani ang ATM card?
No, parehas sa gihapon siya sa kanabitang humid.
Pero na siya barcode sa likod. Unsa may itsura ani, Jul? We need to show it.
Wala pa ko kakita gud sa ako ang ID. Wala pa nag-deliver. But I have here, Miss...
let me see.
Your ID. Wala pa gyapon imo, ha?
Pero naakay ka ng kuan, kanang naay what does the national picture. Para we have to show it, no? Langga, maybe you could show it to my assistant there and show it to her para we could put it in the screen so that we will know, no? How does this Philippine national ID looks like? Because we need to be very sure na kaning national ID yung sa itsura na may mga barcode sa likod, na ba siya katong murag ATM nga chip nga isulod ana ingana, unsa man ni i-swipe ba ni unsa ba kini?
Dili kay foundational ID raman siya. So
ID ra gid siya.
Identity ra gid siya.
I see. Dili ni pwede bangagan, Jul, kay sa iba mutang na sa mga ID, Jul.
Ayaw. Butayan na siya holder. Pwede naman siya.
Butang og holder. Butang sa holder.
Ayaw
bangagi, ayaw gubuta, ayaw dauta. Kay dili ka na dawaton. Kay nga naman na siya. Because they might be asking, you maybe duplicated this and this is not the original copy of your ID. Maybe you have made it nga kanang gi-duplicate lang, dili good from the national ID printing, no?
Maklaro
mapriso ka. So don't do that.
Makita man na kay we have the PhilSys check app.
I see.
No, PhilSys check.
Ay naama siguro mga i-check ang code.
I-verify na dito kung ikaw ba gyud na.
Wait, Jul. So sa ato pa, Jul, pagsulod pa lang nimo sa isa ka government, naa na siya identification nga beep. Nga mo identify nga it's you pag dili ikaw, dili mo basa.
Yes.
I see.
Ay kung dili ikaw ang imong identity
different. May
tabo. So meaning dili ikaw ang tag-iya ng ID, dili ka kasulod.
I see.
Dili ka maka-transact.
I see.
Kung dili imuha.
You'll be nag-travel ka for a long time, no? Na masayang lang imong time. So please precaution yourself not to do this fraudulent act na gamhanan kay ka nga muragwa na ka na nahadlok sa gobyerno ba adto kag mga government offices nya imuha daytong nawong sa imong mama nya nagingon-ingon ka nga ikaw nya pare-pareha ra mong nawong nya, so that's going to be also a fraud
or kaluhan
nimo. So that's also dangerous, no?
Kay later on dayon ma-check man na kung ikaw ba gyud kay na may scanning machine nga i-scan ang isa nimo ka biometric, later on pa na siya kay gina-develop pa na siya karon.
Ligi for example, ihatag nimong ID. But how would they know it's really you? Or butang tag na codes. But the thing is, identification nimo.
Pag-scan sa imong IDs, mag-scan pud ka og biometric. Kung mag-match to siya, ikaw na. Pero kung dili siya mag-match, dili na ikaw.
Agoy.
Dili ka makatransact. So inana na siya later on.
Yes.
But for now, katulang sang PhilSys check nga scan na imong ID, makita na dayon imong itsura kung ikaw ba na.
Okay, let me just see. I wanted to see how it looks like. Okay.
There.
So this is how it looks like. Kung sa man mga paalala, mga reminders, unsa man ni siya, girl. This is the e-field ID. Okay, I was asking about katong original gyud. I was thinking about ang katong national ID itself akong gi-ask. This is the one that we're promoting now, kaning atong temporary e-field ID. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm presenting to you right now. This is actually, there are reminders now, present your ID as a valid proof of identity. Second, your Philippine or e-field ID contains all the information in the field ID and has the same functionality and validity. Okay. Number 3, to keep your e-field ID, keep it clean and crumble-free, or you may have it laminated. Yes. Okay, these are the reminders, no? And number 4, your e-field ID may be folded crosswise or lengthwise. Avoid folding at the QR code. Yes. So we've discussed that already. And then 5, if found, please return to the nearest PSA office so that that person will be notified and it will be returned. Now, kung dito siya reminders, paalaala, Tagalog na gini siya, naman dili gid mo makasabot, ha? Ipakita ang inyong Filipino bilang valid proof of identity. Ato ni i-translate sa Tagalog, Jul. Yeah. Maybe people will not understand on the English side. Laman ng e-field ID, ang impormasyong makikita sa field ID, parehong valid at pareho ang gamit o pakinabang ng mga ito. Number 3, upang mapangalagaan ang inyong Philippine EID, panatilihin itong malinis at walang lukot. Maaari din itong ipalaminate. Okay, number 4, maaring tupiin. Okay, tupiin. O say tupi? Fold. Basi wala mo kasabon. Saan nang tupi? Okay. Dili na kanang tupi tupi, dili na tupi ha kanang haircut. Maaring tupiin meaning pwede i-fold. Okay, maaring tupiin ang inyong e-field ID ng pahalang. O say pahalang. Bisaya, Jol.
Crosswise.
Nalang English yun, agon. Wala ko ningon lagi ko say crosswise. Sa may lengthwise, binisaya sa crosswise be. Kaya dili ko kabaloon sa na.
Pahalang is crosswise, then pahaba is lengthwise.
Lagi, pero ibisaya bakay ang son. Ano man ka joker gid lagi ning mga Tagalog, no? Lisod kay pahalang, pahaba. Pero anyway, kamo na lang pagsabutan pahalang ana lugar no, I think ing ana nga side and then pahaba then on the side. Iwasan ang pagtupi sa QR codes, meaning you cannot fold. Dili ni pwede mo i-fold ang katong QR code.
Kaya gano man, posible magud siya dili mabasa later on sa PhilSys check, di siya mabasa. So, problema, dili ka makatransact kung dili mabasa.
So, let's look at the national ID form. Okay. So this is the national ID form. Yes. So, mao ni ang ma-receive ninyo from the post, no? Mao gini siyang itsura front and back, na imong pangalan, na imong middle name, na imong last name, tapos imong date of birth. Okay, og ang imong address currently dapat ang imong i-register ka nang naa sa kung asa ka nagpuyo karon. Dili ka pwede nga no permanent address kay ina na ma-NPA ka gyud. So that's why you have to put your latest registration where you live. Una dayon mo man siguro ni at the back, Jul, kaning mail o
QR code
naapod kay blood type. Okay, yes. So that you will know in case if you will have an accident on the road, the responders will know what kind of blood type do you have.
Yes.
And then specific ito, ayaw pag bakak. Ingon kag single na niya, married man day ka. So dili na pwede. So dili pwede ka magkuan nga, moingon po kag male or female, butang ko gagadi tiyak. Kay murag wala ka kabalo kung sa baka male baka or female. So feeling ni mo male ka pero female man day ka. So so we have to be specific on the details of what you're going to do. And then wala lang tay mga who to contact to in case of emergencies, no. This is just what's written in there. So okay. So QR code giday Jewel. So this is your identification. And there are also codes on the lower part of the QR code. So those are the barcodes and the number mo ng
That is
PhilSys,
the PhilSys number.
the PhilSys ID number. So this is very important. Nasa ato pa memorize mo ka na. Kaya agoy ginuo ko. Kaya
Yes,
you have to memorize
it
But, you
because
know,
it's
wag
your
ka
lifetime identity.
Nga nami, well, for example ka Jol, mato ka karog mo adto ka somewhere like social security system. Nga mayingon dayon ka nga. Ma'am, unsay mong kuan ma'am? Na kay national ID. Pero sir, memorize na ko akong Philippine
Pero
ID.
dili siya pwede nimo i-divulge.
What do you mean?
That is secret identity na nimo. You are not supposed to share it because you will be yung imong identity ma-kopya, ma-replicate.
So sa to pa, kung moingon lugar sa Tiaga, sir, can I have your Philippine ID's number?
You have to require the physical ID card.
I see. So dili na sa inyo nga memorize lang
Yeah.
nimo no? Okay. Okay, those are the few reminders that we have learned so far. And I'm very happy because of course we're learning. Every day is a room for knowledge, no? And then that's just one of the best things about having some guests here over the studio so that you will also understand the significance of this ID system. Now, Jewel, ways forward, Jewel, what are we trying to achieve for 2023? No, I know that aside from the mandates of the president, what are we doing so far in terms of, aside from the programs that we're doing, naabot yung mga CSRs, naabot yung mga other activities that we're doing
for PhilSys ID, we still have until 2024 for the mass registration. And for the other PSA activities, we currently have the community-based monitoring system in selected cities and municipalities in the country and in Misamis Oriental. So also we will be encouraging all the LGUs nga mo join gud no sa ato ang CBMS kay kaning CBMS.
What's CBMS?
The community-based monitoring system. Kani siya is it's a law no. RA 11 315 where ang ato ang mga local government units they have the data of their population, sila gid ang tag-iya sa data, no? And
what do you mean, Jewel? They have to, there should be, if it's a law, entered into a law, it is within their own responsibility to protect
for example,
the database.
For example, the Cagayan de Oro City, no, kung nag-conduct sila karon sa CBMS, actually wala pa ibutan nato ang El Salvador. So El Salvador City nag-conduct sila karong CBMS. Funded by PSA kay murag 6 ang 5th class raman nga municipalities and cities ang funded by PSA kay murag gid kaya sa pagkakaron, but later on after 3 years na ang tanan nga we hope na ang tanan na gid mag-appeal sa CBMS. Kaning CBMS is household enumeration ni siya, mga baga kayong questionnaire o kuan pod tablet pod ang among ginagamit for the interviews atong mga enumerators, no. And then more than 70 indicators ang ma-capture aning ato ang CBMS. So dito example ana ma-determine mo kinsa gitong poorest of the poor of that city or municipality, wherein kana gid imong tutukan para ma-resolve and then ma-elevate pod ang poverty.
Wow, okay.
And then
so that's really great.
ma-eliminate ang poverty incidence sa inyo.
Kining CBMS, Jewel, who formulated this? What administration?
Actually, it's a program of the DILG. Dugay na siya nag-start, but then last year lang, the other year ba to, natap ang PSA to
help
to supervise,
identify,
and then technically supervise and assist, facilitate the rollout of this CBMS. So that's why naagid me.
So it plays a great role kung ang CBMS under the PSA's you're funding this one, but mismo man kay we have to delegate man, no? So reinforcement man so dapat mag-hire ta some people that has to go to this barangays and this barrios or sitios wherein by this day i-enforce din kay magkwatag questionnaire. So this is one of the best things that we can identify, all the people that are currently in what level. Kuan ba siya?
Kay tanan man na siya, supposedly. No? Pero may...
Middle class, o ano na.
So, karon katong mga PSA funded gamay lang, and then naapoy uban like di kagay di oro gusto sila gyud nga kanang maka-appeal gid sila ani ang rollout for the CBMS. So siguro by next year they are planning kay kinahanglan pa man siya budgetan kay they will have to fund it, no?
Yeah, they will have to hire people.
They will have to hire people para mag-conduct sa enumeration. And I think that our city government is really trying their best, no, nga maka-appeal gid sila aning CBMS kay nakita gid nila unsa ka importante ang CBMS nga data, no, kay dako kay siya og tabang. Imagine more than 70 indicators ang magkuha nimo. So pinaagi man gud sa CBMS data, matutukan nila kung kinsay o unsay angayan nila tutukan to resolve a certain issue, to resolve a certain problem, like for example to eliminate poverty in the city. So they have to target kung kinsa tong mga identified nga mga households nga dapat nila tabangan para sa ilahang mga dito ihatag nila ilang mga programa para ma-eliminate ang poverty sa city.
Now, this is also significant to other agencies that this database could also be used through the help of Butangta. With all these databases that you've already acquired, DSWD can actually get and have this database also, no, for an update what's happening na kay also other agencies really need some information too. And then sometimes dili na nila maapas og update ang uban ng mga status sa atong mga katawhan karon kung unsa na ba, okay na ba ni sila, unsa may problema ani, unsa may particular problema ana nga lugar. So one of the CBMS I think is very very efficient and effective, no, and I'm really glad it's about to be implemented very very soon. And in fact El Salvador City is already ongoing, and we hope that our city will be also enforcing this. And I hope untasad, no, within the leagues of the mayors, no, all over Miss-Or, you will be reinforcing this. Na abat yung mga regular meetings with them, Jewel, in order for us to ask help that these LGUs can actually reinforce this program.
Yes, actually we have already coordinated with them. We send letters of information about the CBMS, and we really encourage them to participate. And then ang uban gyud is dili pa gid nila kaya ang budget, especially nga they have to fund for the operation. So lisod kayo kay it will take millions. So kailangan silang millions. So sa pagkakaroon dili pa, but hopefully later on kay start pa man sad tanong first roll out pa man. So later on siguro pag maka-prepare na sila sa ilang budget, they will have to join because it's already a law, and then required na pud sa ila gyud nga mag-join gyud sila sa CBMS.
So if it's a law, they have to implement it.
Yes, of course.
And the only way is there's a time frame, Jewel?
Every 3 years ang conduct sa ato ang CBMS, but since karon man gud naigo siya sa election year, no, so they're planning that by the next rollout it will not be within the election year. So siguro before or after sa election year. Kay ang hunahuna man gud sa mga tao dayon nga hala sa para ni sa ayuda kay sa election. So
naraba hapit ang election, December na raba for local elections. So and then usapod sa amo pud nga case, maglisod ni coordinate sa mga LGUs during elections kay wala sila tuwa sa nagkumba ng kampanya, so wala sila permi dito. So ang mga officials, so lisod kayo among coordination kay importante ba kayong CBMS nga we have to coordinate with each other to plan unsa atong buhaton, o unsa inyong buhaton, unsa among ika-contribute, unsa among ika-tabang. So inana we have to work hand in hand. Joking aside, I just wanted to have this thought, nakakatawa lang sa kung una-una nga kaning mga politiko bitaw moingon na dayon nga to avoid nga kanis tagpulano mo gini residente gid dinhi na kun dili siya maka-present sa iyang national ID na walay ulan-ulan.
Ambot lang dili ko makatel ana kay
no, this is just a thought lang, funny thought lang. Wala ko nag-accuse of anybody that's gonna happen, no, pero eventually ba kaning mga politiko mga maro ba yan sila, they're very very wise. na unless na may nga na yung mga taktika usahay bitaw nga taking the court further advantage sa ila baya gagikan ang kuan baya no kani mga decisions.
And then by the way, Ma'am Chi, we aside from the CBMS, we are currently also conducting the foreign trade statistics gathering, the domestic trade statistics data gathering for the airway, cost-wise and passenger, and of course the provincial product accounts. No, so. We are encouraging all the LGUs and other agencies to provide us with the data inputs for these provincial product accounts. Kay usa po ni siya nga input to our national product accounts, and then sa province lang gid ni para mahibal-an pud nato ang atong resources diri sa atong probinsya kung unsa gyud ang atong resources diri no, ang availability sa atong resources.
Dako kay trabaho ang PSA Jul.
Sa pagkakaroon murag,
you know, I'm realizing nga usay bitaw kani mga tao nga you're accusing the government nga palingkod-lingkod lang na sila, wala sila gabuhaton.
Wala na sa
unya na moingon ka nga dili na sila busy, sige ra man na sila kaning lingkod-lingkod sa ilang mga chairs. Look at what they're doing now. You will really know that the government is at work. Sa inyong una-huna. That is why, the reason why we're having and staging these programs na at a TV show to actually inform the public, no? And this is, we are an ally of the government so that we can help out. Dili na kinanglan nato panggirahon pa nato ang gobyerno. Girahon pa nato ang gobyerno. Pwede ba na ato na lang silang tabangan to implement their programs? Which
yes, you're right.
As the media, you know, the biggest tool, kita ra bagid ang material and tool, no, nga maka-enforce og information sa atong mga katawhan so that you will be guided accordingly. Sometimes you only see some of the fake news and informations in the social media nga sayop. Unya, magtuura bagidahin mo, unya, nangakulratan na mo, nangahadlok na mo, kay na nagipagsulti ditong, hala, 666 na dahil ni, agoy, kuha naman implant ko ng mga chip, pareho good. For example, when you were asked to have a vaccination, there's speculation nga mo, pilit ko no dahil ang mga kutsara, unsa na ba ni? So, please, you have to open your minds, no? And I cannot blame these people, Jewel. Kay kaning misinformation destroys a nation.
Yes.
Bisag ningon lang ang kuan nga nag-ulan lang, tapos ang istorya sa tao sa nag-tsunami na. So sa ito pa nangataranta na mga tao nangamatay na noon sa kataranta ka nangagsaka-saka sa bukid, nangahulog pangpang. So this is exactly what the right information is. And that's why we are having this program, kani akong TV show, actually, ladies and gentlemen, and Jiao TV Network is actually helping to enforce this right information through our show. So, Jul, any last minute nga mga pahimang, no, mga reminders sa ato mga televiewers karon for them, medyo murag ma-excited sila, no, uy, you have to go to your certain barangays now to register for the national ID.
Yes. So, for those atong mga televiewers karon nga wala pa nakaparegister sa atong PhilSys ID, wala pa na-capture ilahang mga biometrics, so please, you register now, no, para later on dili na mo kayo magka-problema, no, kay i-require na gyud later on ang atong PhilSys ID. And also katong mga gusto nga maka angkon sa ilahang temporary Phil ID cards, you start locating now your transaction slip.
Sige na, pangitaan na.
Pangitaan na to kung asa ninyo nabutang.
Asa na nangasuksok na ito sa asang nasuksok.
Dili gyud mo mahatagan sa inyong temporary Phil ID.
I see.
Kung wala tong transaction slip, and then magpa-book na dayon mo online kung available na, siguro by next week available na ang amoang scheduling for the book online bookings ato.
So Jude, they will be notified if they already have maoni na day, maoni na nga oras, you have to come.
Yes.
Para dili ta magdugok dito dapit sa ato sa PSA, no? So only the scheduled persons that have registered online and already have passed their registrations already will be entertained.
Yes, katong katurang naka-step 2 registration, katong na-capture na ilang biometrics. Ug katong wala pag yun nakadawat sa ilahang physical ID card, maura
Okay.
gito ang among i-entertain. And then dapat magpa-online booking, no, kay
In advance.
Oo, in
Dili ka
advance.
mag-suggest
Dili man ka i-accommodate kung wala ka naka-online booking, no. So online booking yun, the requirement siya. And then you have to siguro i-picture lang nimo sa imong cellphone or print it katong imong schedule, i-print mo imong schedule or picturean nimo sa imong cellphone para naka ikapakita dito sa registration center, sa PSA registration center. And then together with your transaction slip, ayaw gid na siya wala.
Bring your transaction slip.
Yes.
Okay, find it now.
Makita rato nasuksok rato diha sa inyo mga pitaka.
Ladies and gentlemen, time check right now. We've got 7 minutes before we hit the hour of 10 o'clock, and we're about to end here. But before ending the show, of course, I would like to thank our special guest today, the Supervising Statistical Specialist Officer in charge, of course, my good friend,
Yes, thank
Provincial,
you
of course, thank you, Jewel, for gracing
you.
this
You're welcome.
invitation. And I hope that you can come again for any
Yes.
updates in the next.
Next year we'll be having the census of agriculture and fisheries, so
Wow.
I'll be back again.
Sige, Jewel. And Jao TV is always welcome you, all the PSA's activities and programs and ways forward. You can actually ask us, and for any announcements, you can actually just drop by the station.
Yeah,
And
I will.
we'll invite you for the interview.
Thank
So,
you,
ladies and
thank
gentlemen,
you.
to all of our televiewers right now for the 24 municipalities of Misamis Oriental, and of course the 2 component cities of Misamis Oriental, Hingoog City, and El Salvador City, and of course the 80 barangays of Cagayan de Oro City. This has been your host, Chyrel Macali Cariaga, for the Chyrel Macali Cariaga Show. Now remember this, do not ask what the government could do for you, but always ask what you can do and help for the government. Let's help fight corruption. Have a wonderful morning ahead of you.